What's up, people? Biz 101 back with another video here on this nice rainy day where I'm at in the world. Today I want to talk to you about a few things. First, we're going to talk about cash versus credit, or debit cards versus credit cards. In this day, you know, paper money is cash. Debit card works the same as your cash. Whenever you put your money in the bank, you get a debit card. The money is on your debit card. A credit card, however, pays you to use them. So you guys need to get in the habit of paying your bills with credit cards, because you can get interest rate. The number one reason why people fall victim to credit cards is because they don't know how to use them, right? If you don't know how to use the credit card and you're just spending it wildly, then yes, it's a bad thing. If you don't know how to control your spending, it's a definite bad thing. But you want to take your credit cards and pay things like your light bill. You want to pay anything that's not a loan, because you can't use credit and pay a loan. All right. Number two, cash. When you use cash, you don't get anything back in return. If you use a credit card, however, you get things called cashback rewards, or you get interest like between 1% and 5%, depending on which cards you have, and they give you cash back on your purchase. So every dollar you spend, you get 1.5% minimum to up to 5% back, depending on which credit cards you get. So a credit card pays you to use them. Okay, my credit cards, the bank pays me to use my credit cards. So therefore, I have very rarely use a debit card for any transaction. I really hate to see people do that, because when you do that, you're selling yourself short. And number two, when you use that credit card, it's like a revolving line of credit. And also, it looks good on the bank. When the bank sees that you're using that credit card, it helps you get approved for loans and mortgages and things of that nature if you need it. All right. Cash, however, does none of that. It's cash and carry. You buy, you walk out. That's it. I practice using my credit cards on everyday purchases, and I leave the cash sitting in the bank, and I pay the bill in full every month, or close to zero as I can, because that's when you get in trouble. When you leave that balance, next month you have to pay interest. Some credit cards charge anywhere between 18 to 25% interest on your balance. So you want to, people that have bad credit, or they trying to build credit, you want to start off with something like a simple credit card, maybe $500, $1,000. Sometimes if you don't have any credit, you might want to get a secure credit card. All you're doing is putting up money, like maybe $500, and they give you a credit card that's worth $500. So it's an even exchange. You take the card and you just put gas on it. Just buy gas and regular groceries, and keep doing that every month. It builds a rapport with the bank. It helps the bank see that this guy is responsible, and make sure you pay it off anyway, because like I said, you never buy anything that you don't have money in the bank for. All right. A lot of people say, well, I just use cash. Well, cash is setting you back, because it's not a record of you making that purchase. You get nothing in return for it. Anywhere Visa is accepted, I'm using a credit card. Point blank is simple, because if I have the cash in the bank, I can simply just transfer the cash from my bank and pay the bill off, and get rewards points for it, and build my credit, everything for it. All right. And cash is, they say cash is king, but it depends, because in this world, all the millionaires, all the billionaires are in debt and liabilities, right? Liabilities and assets. The right type of debt is good debt. The wrong type of debt is bad debt. They call that liabilities, right? So you want to try to use your credit for assets and not for liabilities. An asset is something that helps you grow, make money. A liability is something that you have to pay for. You have to dish money out for, right? So, like I said, you have your light bills, your cable bills, your electric bills, your water bills, things of that nature that you're going to pay anyway, you use a credit card for, right? A credit card, debit card is not allowed for any kind of loan payment. All right, so that's a little quick tip on cash versus credit and credit cards versus debit cards. All right. Now let's get into the good thing. I hope whoever hears this video, because CPI data is coming out tomorrow in the markets. This is a market update now I'm getting into. The CPI data, CPI means Consumer Price Index, right? The Consumer Price Index is basically what the consumers buy, the price of things. They call that's equivalent to inflation. So if the CPI data comes out tomorrow, that's a new word, CPI, Consumer Price Index. The data comes out tomorrow. If the data comes out above 8.2%, you might see a decline in the market. That is called a buying opportunity. So if you see that whoever's not invested wants to get invested, tomorrow will be a good day to start, right? If you see the market start to decline, that's when I'm going to average in. None of this is financial advice. I have to say that before I get sued or something like that. So I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. All right. When the market opens, I'm going to wait to see the report for the CPI data. If it's bad, if it's inflation is going up, that's what you know the market is going to go down. Any kind of downswing in the market, I'm going to be adding to it. Any kind of downswing in the market, I'm going to be adding to it. If the market starts to go up, I'm going to wait and be patient, because it's going to go up and come back down. This is what happens daily in the market. So tomorrow will be a good indicator on the next 3 to 6 months what's happening. If you guys paying attention, the gas prices are starting to come down. The stuff in the stores is starting to come back down. That is all good for the markets. So if anybody wants to get into the market, this is what you need to do. You need to pay attention tomorrow morning to the CPI data, and that is the Consumer Price Index. If that data is anywhere above 8.3 or 8.4%, the market is going to react negatively and go down and present a buying opportunity. However, if the data comes in very low, the market might rise, but you just be patient on the sideline until you see red. When you see red, that's when I attack, when I see red. Okay. So, like I said, I'm trying to get this channel built up bigger, and I want to make sure that I can get a live chat so I could talk about things of this nature, give us a break away from all the drama inside of YouTube, and talk about some positive subjects. Hopefully, if you guys have any questions on anything that I mentioned in this video, that you could drop a comment in the chat or in the comment section, and I will respond. And hopefully I can help you, and you guys can help me get enough subscribers to where I can go live, and then we could do this more often, and I can actually interact with you guys and answer your questions in the chat. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, if you don't have a credit card, try to get a secure credit card, and it's time to start building your credit. That's very important in life. And if you want to invest, tomorrow is a great opportunity to pay attention to the CPI data. For the CPI data is a lagging indicator. It's going to tell us about what happened in June, right? So that's going to give us a good sign on whether or not inflation is starting to peak or is it starting to come down, okay? If inflation has come down, the market is going to react. So normally, again, if that CPI data starts coming down, then that means next month is going to be even lower. And the month after that is going to be lower. So what's going to happen is the market is going to react positive to that. This can be the best opportunity of a lifetime if you guys paying attention. I'm talking about your favorite assets. I didn't tell you what to buy, but I'm buying things like Bitcoin. If it crashed crazy, I'm in there. I'm buying things like Crow Coin. I'm buying Google. I'm buying Amazon. All of these companies, they're on sale right now. So again, man, I wish I could talk to you guys with the live chat. So could you, I guess, help me build up these subscribers so we could get this thing rolling, and I could feel more comfortable interacting with you guys and your questions. Okay, if there's any questions or anything, put in a comment and I'll answer you. All right, thank you. Peace.